that a badger? Hello?
And for the first time in my life, I am clueless. Buongiorno, buon pomeriggio, buonasera, depending on what time of the day you're watching this video. My lovely patrons, how are you doing? I hope you are having the best day of your life. Anyway, today is gonna be a different video with no comedy inside because I stumbled across something that unfortunately at the moment I cannot explain. What did you say? But I live by the principle of give Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Therefore, the video was suggested to me by a good friend of mine, FHahab. You know him also from the wrestling, in general, from the wrestling. He's the real life Kratos. So thank you very much, FHahab. You're a fantastic friend. And after several days of analysis of this video, I came to the conclusion that I'm afraid I have no answer for this. Let's have a look into it together, maybe in an attempt to debunk it together, if we can, of course, because alone, by myself, I was not able to. The video is from an outdoorsman who does mostly camping videos, and in his video, he basically gives suggestion to all campers want to be on what is the best type of equipment you can bring in a camping situation, what is like, you know, how it, you know, is like mainly focused on camping stuff rather than the paranormal. In fact, in his channel, the very first quote-unquote paranormal video is the one that we are about to watch, and there are another couple of videos related to this specific spot. It was where he just came back and he wanted to see for himself if other similar occurrence would happen, but even in these videos he found nothing, or at least he found things that can be easily explained by logic, and in fact he has no problem to say directly in the video. For example, this one proof: I'm tent camping in a haunted woodland. This is the same spot of the video we're about to watch, and here the only occurrence that happens is that in the middle of the night he hears rattling and he hears something mess him up with the stove. But the thing is that he debunks it like himself by saying probably must be a fox who was attracted by the smell of the meat I previously cooked. So something explainable. But the video we're about to watch, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid that at the moment for me is unexplained. Okay, let's have a look at it. So the guy basically is walking, doing his usual video, his usual content in the middle of the day. So, and in the background there are people like playing football. He acknowledged this in the video. So yeah, the sounds are quite normal for the, but at some point something happened. So here the guy is basically about to prepare his meal. That I think is like an important thing for the whole occurrence, at least in my opinion. But and later down the line he's preparing his food like nothing is going on.
As soon as you say promote.
Let me see if I can. As I said, he's preparing his food like nothing wrong in the world is happening at the moment. He's preparing his like ramen noodles. He's opening his packets. He's boiling the water. And of course, this will create a certain type of smell, which will bring me to my very first hypothesis. But I will explain you in a bit. Let's watch the video, the clip together. So his lunch is ready.
We're going to be out Friday night, but I'm going away Saturday, so I've got a bit of a drive as well. So I didn't want to be tired, and it's going to throw it down Friday night as well. And rain camping is really good. Is that a badger? Hello?
So I don't know if you heard correctly the sound. Let me raise the volume at maximum. Let's play it once again in complete silence.
I'm going to be out Friday night, but I'm going away Saturday, so I've got a bit of a drive as well, so I didn't want to be tired, and it's going to throw it down Friday night as well, and rain camping is really good. Is that a badger? Hello?
And then suddenly stops. Okay, so it had me thinking. My first hypothesis, of course, was like a forest animal, and he suggested, is that a badger? As far as I know, badgers are night animals. Maybe footstep-wise, they may be a match, okay? But I'm not 100% sure, because from my perspective, hearing this audio, okay, you could hear the people playing football in the background. Roughly, they are like 100 meters away from this precise spot. Roughly. It's difficult to pinpoint the exact location, but judging by the echo and his position, I led to believe that that's the distance. It can be even longer, because we don't know. The footstep, it seems that they're coming from this side, like from the right side, far away, like I believe between a range of 5 meters and 10 meters. I don't know. Difficult to say. And that they are approaching, slowly approaching towards him. My opinion is that this is not faked, first and foremost, because I don't see the point of I mean, we have seen in the past a lot of outdoorsmen who actually, jump in the fray of faking paranormal event just for clicks and views, but he seems like genuinely startled by this whole event, to be honest. That's for my opinion. It doesn't seem he's acting. And now, the video continues, okay, and he is about to show us the area. Okay, the area. So bear this in mind. He is sitting on the tree with the initial WB. Let's watch it. I will lower the audio now because he stands up. Grab his. I think he's a telephone, and he's like showing around.
I hope I got that on camera. I really hope I did. Because if I didn't, and I'm showing this, people won't believe that. Just my heart's beating a bit quickly. I'll just give you a full circle round of what I'm looking at. Now, apart from them in the distance,
there are a lot of bushes.
Whatever spotted in football.
This is behind him.
I've just heard like someone walked literally past me.
So, I do believe that the sounds are starting from this area over here, roughly. And you can see there is a little slope here, but again, where you cannot see what's after this. So it's kind of difficult for me to pinpoint, okay, the exact location where the sound starts. But I believe it's from over here somewhere, and it gets closer and closer and closer, following this path and he stops like probably a couple of meters away from him, judging by the sound. Again, not sure, just speculations at the moment. And there are bushes over here, but if you hear the sound, and I give you a quick sample of how his footsteps sound in the grass when he reaches this area here.
There's been a bit of a fire there previously, but this looks nice. I'm liking this spot. Just got to find out what I'm thinking.
I mean, it's definitely, the sounds are definitely like coming from something stepping on the grass. Okay? And it keeps like showing, as you can see, the area is covered by nature.
Walk past me.
Literally walked past him, and he's right.
That is strange.
That is strange indeed, my friend. But anyway, the thing that actually baffles me is that he's looking behind him. So I wonder, but it's kind of strange because to me it sounds like coming from in front of him, the sound. I don't know, you guys. I will put like his video in the description. So the name of the channel, by the way, is English Woodsman. I think he's like a good content creator as far as I watched his videos, but I'm not like an outdoors a camping person, let's just say. So,
and that is strange. I'm gonna put it down to just being something behind me here.
Okay, so he's suspecting this moment that there is a possibility that there was something behind him. Okay, that's why I was looking like behind him. But again, from our perspective, the sound is coming from in front of him, not behind him. So this is baffling. And the area behind, it's covered by trees and stuff. So,
but it sounded like human footsteps.
I agree. It sounded like human footsteps because I drew a comparison with all the possible like critters and animals you can find in this forest, right? In a forest like in the UK. So in a like generic UK forest, it's just difficult to pinpoint. And what type of animal you can find? You can find foxes, for example, but it's too early in the day, and plus foxes' footsteps are lighter, and they're not bipedal creature. So maybe a doe, somebody would say, but again, attracted by the smell of the food. But again, we're not in Japan where those approaches humans because they fear no humans there. We're in the UK. This type of animals, it's my belief that they're haunted in the UK, so they will stay the fuck away from humans. They will stay the fuck away from humans. Other possibility, yes, a badger. That's the most likely animal that can produce a similar sound like that. But please, people, take this, what I'm saying, with a big grain of salt. Because I am not 100% sure. I have my doubts, so difficult to say. Then, in extremely rare occasion, you can have like bears, but they are extremely rare. And by the way, if it was a bear, I think he would have seen it. Absolutely, he would have seen it and he would have run away for his life. So, just a consideration. But you know, in general, when you're analyzing something, you need to include every possibilities in it. Okay, First, you start with the most logical one, and then you can start to speculate for the illogical ones. But soon it will show us the replay, so I will raise the volume once again.
Let's have a listen to it. Is that a badger?
But why he looks behind him? The sound is from a different direction. Maybe, you know. Maybe it's closer to that
So let me know
area.
in comments.
That's another hypothesis. It's coming indeed from behind him, the sound. But there are, like, you know, plants here. You can see plants and all kind of stuff. So we would have heard like the rustling of like the bushes, the plants and stuff. And as I said, to me, these footsteps sound eerily human. Another thing that actually makes me question the whole thing, like makes my brain work, is that why after that point you don't hear the footstep anymore? If it was an animal, you would have heard something, but there is no other sound produced after this part. So maybe editing? Let's have a look. Probably. Here, there is an R cut, but...
Let's finish my coffee.
Okay.
I do not want my brain to start overthinking at all. I'm going to play that back and see if I heard that on the camera when I was recording, talking about going away this Friday.
Yeah, there is an R cut here, probably nothing to be worried about. I mean, I don't want to like throw any conclusion at the moment, because anything can be. Then cuts in the video beside when he switches camera, there are none. So if it will be interesting to review the raw footage, the whole entire footage. That's what I think is gonna be the best solution. So if English Woodsman, you're watching this video and you want to send me the footage so I can analyze, I can ask also other experts to analyze it, like good experts, people who actually like to find the truth rather than having their content, your content sensationalized for a cheap reaction and just views. I would appreciate it if you can reach me. But the other possibilities that I thought about was like our audio overlay, but again, judging by his reaction, I think he's like acting. He's not acting. He's like having a genuine reaction, at least based on my experience. But again, I may be wrong. It's very difficult to say. So it's an interesting footage. It's an interesting footage. Do I believe that there is something paranormal going on? No, absolutely. Because you know me, I think that due to the second law of thermodynamics, I'm afraid that the existence of ghosts is kinda impossible in a physical term. So unless there is like a sort of miracle, I don't know, but it's yet to be proven. Do I think that this footage is interesting? Yes, I do think so. And to be honest with you guys, I have no answer at the moment for that. Just few speculations, just few hypotheses, and nothing more. So lovely people, yeah, as I said, I have not much answer for this one at the moment. Yes, in the sense that the video to me seems like legit in a sense that there was no editing. I don't believe myself that there was an audio overlay on it. I don't believe that this guy is a bullshitter. I do believe that after this occurrence, he made a couple of clickbaity videos, okay, because there are a couple of clickbaity videos in which he tried once again to check this area, and of course he says that this area is giving him the creeps, the heebie-jeebies, and nothing more. But really, honestly, nothing paranormal ever occurred after this event. My hypothesis is just a normal animal attracted by the smell of food, and then probably after this, after he's trying to figure out what is going on and stuff, where we see the hard cut after he talks about the coffee. I think that maybe in the remaining footage you may hear the other noises, but maybe while he was editing this video he didn't think much of it, because again, it's not like a goal to talk about the paranormal. It's not, in my opinion, of course, and I don't think the guy wants click and views based on paranormal experiences. That's all I'm saying. I know that the paranormal sells when there is like something unexplained going on, but I don't think this is the direct intent of this guy. I will put a link of this video in the description, okay? So please have a look yourself. I kindly ask you also to the other debunkers and experts, such as Beardo, Dundalf the Grey, Word of Mr. Grey, Kenny Biddle, and whoever is willing to give his educated opinion on this video. So please, guys, I kindly ask you to help me out. Make even a video response is okay. I just want to know the truth about this, okay? I just want to know the truth because this video is very, very interesting. So once again, thank you, FHahab, for sharing this video with me. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. Yes, not a comedy video, but there will be more in the future, so don't worry. So stay safe as always, stay amazing, stay wonderful, and I see you all the next time. Ciao!